Another day, another story. Introduction: Russia-Ukraine War explained. The Russia-Ukraine War is one of the most complex and controversial conflicts of the 21st century. The origins of the conflict go back to 2014, when Russia annexed Crimea, a territory that was previously part of Ukraine. This move was met with international condemnation, and tensions between the two countries continued to escalate. In this video, we will dive into the details of the conflict, exploring its history, causes, and consequences. We will examine the role of Russia, Ukraine, and the international community, and shed light on the human cost of the conflict. History. The history of the Russia-Ukraine conflict goes back centuries, with the two countries sharing a complicated relationship. In the 18th century, Ukraine was part of the Russian Empire, but after the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991, Ukraine became an independent state. In 2014, tensions between Russia and Ukraine reached a boiling point when Russia annexed Crimea. The annexation was widely seen as a violation of international law, and it sparked a series of protests in Ukraine. Pro-Russian separatists in eastern Ukraine also declared independence, leading to a violent conflict between Ukrainian forces and separatists. Causes. The causes of the Russia-Ukraine conflict are complex and multifaceted. The annexation of Crimea was seen as a strategic move by Russia, which was looking to expand its sphere of influence and protect its naval base in Sevastopol. The conflict in eastern Ukraine was fueled by a range of factors, including ethnic tensions, political disagreements, and economic disparities. Many in eastern Ukraine felt marginalized by the Ukrainian government, which they saw as corrupt and dominated by Western interests. Russia has been accused of providing support to the separatists, including weapons and troops, though they have denied these allegations. The conflict has also been fueled by propaganda and disinformation campaigns, which have further complicated efforts to resolve the conflict. Consequences. The consequences of the Russia-Ukraine conflict have been devastating. Thousands of people have been killed, and over 1 million people have been displaced. The conflict has also had wider geopolitical implications, with Russia's actions leading to sanctions and diplomatic isolation from much of the international community. The conflict has fueled tensions between Russia and the West, with NATO increasing its military presence in the region. The conflict has also had economic consequences, with Ukraine's economy suffering as a result of the conflict. The human cost of the conflict has been enormous. Civilians have been caught in the crossfire, with schools, hospitals, and homes being destroyed. The conflict has also had a profound psychological impact on those affected, with many suffering from trauma and stress. Conclusion. In conclusion, the Russia-Ukraine conflict is a complex and multifaceted conflict that has had devastating consequences for those involved. The conflict has highlighted the ongoing tensions between Russia and the West, and it has raised questions about the role of international law and diplomacy in resolving conflicts. As the conflict continues, it is important to remember the human cost of the conflict and to work towards a peaceful resolution that respects the rights and dignity of all those involved.